Hey, I'm Wes with Nori, and I'm here with
Ashley Donahue with Multi-Skill Training Services.
And we want to talk to you about how to develop an effective maintenance training program. So I think that, the title itself, maintenance training, we've got people that may not have the skills. I mean, we hear the skills gap. This is almost a buzzword at this point. But what are you seeing out there in the industry?
They cannot hire the skills. They can't find the skills. And the only option really left is you've got to train what you have.
Yeah, you got to bring them in. It's I grew up on a farm, so I mean, working with tools and stuff like that, it's always been kind of my background. But you don't see that as much anymore. You don't see, shop classes in high school as much anymore. So yeah, we've got people that are coming out that they want to do good. It's not like they're trying to do bad work or anything else. It's just they really don't know what's going on.
Absolutely not. And I think that it's just really important to know that it's not going to get better, right?
Yeah.
So if you want to see improvement, we're going to have to train them.
Yeah, we have to bring that in-house to some degree. And I guess that's a great place to start, right? So if we are developing a maintenance training program, what should be kind of those foundational elements? Where should we begin?
Well, first of all, you need to find out what in your facility do they need to know.
Yeah.
And it can be done by each department. It could be done, for your electricians, for your multi-craft group, but you really need to identify that. You need to find out what are the skills that we are asking them to do to keep this plant running. Yeah,
I mean, we're talking about we have a finite amount of time, a finite amount of resources. So we need to make sure that the training is very much geared towards those activities. So, starting out with the jobs of saying, all right, if this person's going to be multi-craft, what are the different things that they need to be doing? What actually makes sense in this plant? If we don't have, a lot of automation, maybe we don't worry about that right now. So assessing the job sounds like, that's the first step. What actually does someone need?
100%.
Now, from there, we probably have to think about the person, right?
Absolutely.
So we've assessed the job, and then the person?
We got to find out what each individual knows. Not everybody's going to need every bit of training, right? They're already keeping the plant running. So we want to meet them where they're at. And then just put them in the classes that they're ready for. We want to focus in your time, and we also want to focus in your dollars to exactly help where you're at or where each technician is.
I hate the one-size-fits-all approach for training.
You can't do it.
I don't know, but it's frustrating for whoever's going through there, right? Because we've got, maintenance people or whoever's going through these classes that we don't want to be giving them stuff that they already know how to do. We don't want to be giving them stuff that doesn't apply whatsoever. So having a more tailored approach and actually knowing where they are,
absolutely,
a great way to go about it.
Yeah, I think that's one thing, having prerequisites, progressive exams, and then also progressive training. I mean, you really got to make sure they have that foundational knowledge, but also don't waste the time or the dollars of the company putting them in training that's something they already know.
And maintenance training is probably a little bit different than maybe like a knowledge type training, right? Because when I think about maintenance training, I'm thinking about I've got tools in my hands, I've got something going on. So it's probably difficult to do it via book and stuff like that. I mean, what's your approach?
So yes, we include books. We want you to understand the what and the why.
Sure.
But the biggest part is the how. And the touch, the feel, watching them, doing the hands-on. So our instructors are all from industry. We find that to be a key component in our training. But then we're also going to bring them in. We bring simulators in with real world components, and we want them to actually be on there learning, using their hands. They're maintenance technicians for a reason.
That's it. I mean, most people that I run across, right, very tactile. In fact, my guys here at Noria, my desk is littered with toys because my guys have to have something in their hands.
That's how they learn.
Absolutely. So having a simulator, right, we could talk about a motor or a pump and kind of, envision this in our mind, but like here in our studio where we have these actual components, it makes it so much better to actually know this is exactly what's going on. It brings it to life.
Absolutely.
Now, once we go through there and we've, developed a training path and everything else, how do we ensure that the people that the training took, that it actually stuck with them?
Sure. So after the class or towards the end of the class, we want to do that final exam. We want them to, and it's all hands-on, we want them to actually get on there and show us that they've learned the skills that they have been taught in the class, right?
Sure.
So then once they pass that, then we're going to work with the management team, with your supervisors, so forth. But it's skills confirmation, because doing it in a classroom is one thing.
That's right.
Taking it out on the floor and actually helping the facility is a whole different beast.
Yeah.
So what we're going to do is we're going to help you develop a program where you're able to take them from the class, plan and schedule them for this work. If you don't use it, you're going to lose it.
Yes.
And so get them out there on the floor and actually show them that they are doing it, get them comfortable with it. And at that point, you can start using it for pay for skill programs or for leveling systems, different things like that, to be able to show a growth plan for each technician as well.
I think the qualification aspect is so important.
It is.
Because some people just say, well, I sent you to a class.
Right.
But they never do this check, right, of exactly, are they applying it, can they apply it, and then the incentivizing aspect. I think that's fantastic, right? People want to do good work.
Absolutely.
But if you can incentivize this and you can show them a career path, I mean, that helps with tenure, right, which is a big thing right now. I mean, I'm sure you walk into places where they say, we just can't keep folks as well.
Because everybody is hiring.
That's it.
Everybody is needing them. But you also want to make sure that if you're paying more, you're getting those skills that you're paying for.
That's it.
So with this program, I feel like you're able to find out exactly what they know and then give them a plan of how they can move up and make more, right? And invest in them. I mean, that's a big thing, right? They understand that the company's investing in them and they're learning more. It keeps them more engaged. It's retaining them.
Yeah.
It works really well.
That's a great deal. Now, for people that may be starting off into this journey, Ashley, what would you tell them? How do they get in touch with you? I mean, how can you help?
Sure. So everything we do is so customized, right? I'm only one to train to exactly what you need, to the exact individual, what they need. So I always want to start out with a conversation. I just want to understand where you're at your facility. What are your needs? What do your departments look like? What's the setup? And then, so a call or even an email, but just for us to start that conversation, just want to make sure you're getting what you need.
Awesome. Well, Ashley, thank you for swinging by. And for everyone else that's watching, just visit the link below. There'll be information on how Ashley can help you with your maintenance program.
Thanks.